There comes a moment when you know you've thought too much. Maybe it's at night, staring at the ceiling when your mind won't stop racing. You replay every detail of the day, every word you said, every choice you could have made differently. Or maybe it's in the middle of the day, when an opportunity presents itself and instead of seizing it, you freeze, lost in the tornado of what ifs. You think, and then you think again, and then you think some more. Yet somehow, no answer feels safe enough, strong enough, or final enough. So you wait. You stall. You do nothing. And in that hesitation, the moment slips away. Overthinking feels like control, but it's actually the loss of control. You believe you're being careful, being smart, being prepared. But what's really happening is paralysis. The more you analyze, the more trapped you feel. The more scenarios you run through your mind, the more uncertain you become. What started as a simple decision, something as small as sending a message, or as big as changing careers, suddenly feels like a life or death choice. Your chest tightens, your thoughts multiply, and clarity disappears. It's like being stuck at a crossroads, staring down endless roads, too afraid to take even one step. This is the silent prison of overthinking. And it is not a small problem. It's one of the greatest obstacles to living a powerful life. Overthinking steals time, drains energy, and kills confidence. It turns opportunity into hesitation and dreams into regrets. You may think you're keeping yourself safe, but really you're holding yourself back from the very life you want to live. Because the truth is, the greatest danger isn't making the wrong decision. It's never making one at all. Why do we overthink? It's not because we're weak or lazy. It's because the human brain was designed to keep us alive, not to keep us fearless. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors needed to anticipate every danger. They had to question every sound in the dark, every change in the wind, every step in the forest. That constant scanning, that constant questioning was a survival tool. It was useful back then. But today, that same mental habit works against us. The what-ifs that once protected us from predators now only keep us from progress. Instead of saving us, our overthinking suffocates us. The mind tricks us into believing that if we just think long enough, we'll find certainty. That if we analyze hard enough, we'll find the perfect choice. But life doesn't work like that. Certainty is an illusion. No one, not even the most successful people in the world, ever know for sure how things will turn out. The future is unpredictable, and no amount of thinking will change that. But because we crave control, we chase certainty like a mirage, and in doing so, we waste our most precious resource, time. Every day, people let overthinking rob them of chances. They don't speak their truth because they worry how others will react. They don't start that business because they're afraid of failing. They don't follow their passion because they're unsure if it will work out. And all the while, the clock ticks forward. Opportunities don't wait. The world keeps moving. Life doesn't pause while we make up our minds. And so the tragedy unfolds. The person who overthinks the most often achieves the least, not because they lack ability, but because they lack the courage to act. If you've ever felt this struggle, you know it isn't just frustrating, it's exhausting. Overthinking leaves you mentally drained, even when you've done nothing at all. It makes simple choices heavy and big choices unbearable. It causes you to second-guess yourself, to doubt your instincts, to mistrust your own wisdom. And that is the real damage. Overthinking convinces you that you are not capable of deciding, that you cannot be trusted with your own life. And once you believe that, hesitation becomes your habit, and regret becomes your companion. Before we continue, I want to pause for just a moment. If you've been connecting with this message so far, can I ask you for one small favor? Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It may seem like a tiny action, but it makes a massive difference. It helps more people around the world discover these lessons and change their lives for the better. And to every single one of you who supports, I want you to know I am truly grateful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's keep going. But here is the truth you need to hear. You are capable of deciding. You are capable of acting. And you can learn to stop overthinking and start making powerful decisions instantly. This is not about recklessness. It's not about ignoring consequences. It's about shifting your relationship with choice. It's about freeing your mind from the endless loop and stepping into the power of action. Because the people who succeed in life are not the ones who think the most. They are the ones who decide the fastest. So how do you stop overthinking? The first step is to remember that decisions are not about perfection. They are about direction. You don't need to know everything before you take a step. You don't need to predict the future before you begin. What you need is momentum. A wrong choice can be corrected. A missed chance cannot. The energy of action always creates more opportunities than the safety of inaction ever will. Life rewards movement, not hesitation. When you feel yourself caught in the trap of overthinking, take a breath and simplify. Ask yourself, what is the next step I can take right now? Not the perfect step, not the final step, but the next one. That is all you ever need. Great journeys are never completed in a single leap. They are walked step by step. And the first step, no matter how small, always matters more than the hundreds of imagined steps you'll never take. The second key is to shift your focus from outcome to growth. Overthinking comes from fear, the fear of failure, of rejection, of making the wrong choice. But when you realize that every choice is a teacher, fear begins to fade. The goal of life is not to avoid mistakes, but to learn from them. Every decision, right or wrong, shapes you into someone stronger, wiser, braver. And once you accept that growth is the real reward, every choice becomes valuable. Suddenly, there is no wrong decision, only another chance to grow. The third key is trust. Trust in yourself. Overthinking is born from the belief that you cannot handle what comes next. But you can. You've already survived every hard day of your life so far. You've already overcome challenges you once thought would break you. That means you are far more capable than your fear allows you to believe. When you trust yourself, you stop needing to control everything. You stop needing absolute certainty. You know that whatever comes, you will adapt. You will learn and you will rise. Are you feeling stuck, distracted, or burnt out? It's time to break free. I suggest you read The Art of Being Unstoppable. This book is your blueprint to sharpen your mind, master your emotions, and reclaim control of your life. Inside, you'll unlock powerful tools for focus, flow, resilience, and purpose, so you can rise above chaos and step into your highest potential. Stop surviving and start dominating. Become who you were meant to be. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. And finally, you must practice speed. Decision-making is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Start small. Give yourself time limits on simple choices. Instead of taking 20 minutes to decide what to eat, give yourself 20 seconds. Instead of agonizing over a message, write it and send it without delay. Build the habit of choosing. And as you strengthen this muscle, you'll find that bigger decisions become easier too. What once paralyzed you will no longer scare you, because you will have trained your mind to act. Imagine the freedom of living without the weight of overthinking. Imagine speaking your truth without fear, choosing your path without hesitation, and stepping into opportunities without delay. Imagine living with confidence, clarity, and courage. That life is possible for you. It begins the moment you decide to break free from the loop of endless thought and step into the simplicity of action. The truth is, the strongest decisions are rarely the ones we think about forever. They are the ones we feel in our gut, trust in our heart, and act on with courage. Your instincts are wiser than you realize. Your courage is greater than your fear, and your future is waiting for you, not in the safety of thought, but in the power of action. So stop waiting for certainty. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for everything to be just right. Life is not waiting for you, and the only way to catch up is to decide. Trust yourself. Take the step. Make the choice. And let momentum carry you forward. Because the truth is simple. Overthinking will never give you the life you want. Action will. If you've made it all the way to the end, drop a mind emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you not only start something, but actually finish it. That's the mark of discipline, and that's the spirit of this community. Thank you so much for watching, for growing with me, and for showing up for yourself. Keep pushing forward, keep improving day by day. Together, we are unstoppable.